Taika Waititi's Thor Ragnarok wasn't just a fresh and exciting new direction for the Chris Hemsworth starring franchise, it was also a shot in the arm for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole. Ever since their introduction to Waititi's colourful and fun take on the Norse God of Thunder, fans of the film have been eagerly awaiting a follow-up. Thankfully, one is on the horizon. We already know a few things about the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. One of the most crucial being that it will feature the return of Natalie Portman as scientist Jane Foster. She was also Thor's love interest in the first two films, until she dumped him.
She didn't dump me, you know. I dumped her. It's a mutual dumping.
But wait, there's more news. Not only is Portman returning, she'll be picking up the hammer and becoming a goddess of thunder herself. This has prompted massive speculation about what that means for Hemsworth's future with the franchise. He's slated to appear in Love and Thunder. But will Jane's ascension to superhero status mean it's the last we see of Hemsworth as Thor?
For the first time in 1,000 years, I have no path. I do have a ride, though.
Move it or lose it, airbag.
During an interview with Poland's Elman, which has been translated from Polish, Hemsworth addressed the question head-on. When asked if Love and Thunder would be his last outing as Thor, the actor replied that he's not planning on retiring from the role. Plus, the character of Thor is too young for that. He's only 1,500 years old. Hemsworth also added that he hopes he doesn't have to say goodbye to the franchise. So it sounds like if Hemsworth has his way, the next Thor movie won't be his last dance. This is great news for fans of one of Marvel Studios' earliest Avengers. In the same interview, the Australian actor also teased fans about what to expect from the film. We've already heard from Waititi himself that Love and Thunder is allegedly going to put Ragnarok to shame in the wild and crazy arena.
Guys, we're coming up on the devil's anus.
Based on what Hemsworth had to say in his Elman interview, it sounds like he's in agreement with Waititi. He explained that after reading the script, he's very excited about the film. According to Cinema Blend, the movie was originally set to complete filming in 2020, but production has been pushed back to early 2021. That means a longer wait for Thor fans, but Hemsworth reiterated that the delay will be worth it. While he didn't reveal anything specific about the movie's plot, he did say he had even more fun reading this script than he did reading the one for Thor Ragnarok. And that's saying a lot because Hemsworth referred to Ragnarok as brilliant. If you're mostly a fan of Marvel movies and haven't explored the comics, you may be wondering how exactly Jane Foster becomes Thor. Does that mean she's replacing the previous Thor? The plotline of Waititi's film appears to be drawing its inspiration from a comic story that unfolded across the original Sin crossover series and Thor beginning in 2014. In this arc, Thor Odin's son becomes unworthy of wielding Mjolnir, which is engraved with the phrase, "Whosoever holds his hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." With Odin's son out of contention, the next most worthy candidate steps up, Jane Foster. She picks up the hammer and becomes the goddess of thunder. Jane Foster's reign as Thor in the comics sees her waging righteous battle against the forces of evil, even though she is also undergoing treatments for cancer. We won't spoil the whole thing, but suffice to say, heavy is the hand that wields the hammer. We still don't know how closely Waititi's movie will adhere to the story of the comics, but hearing how hyped Hemsworth seems for Love and Thunder, we're guessing he'll still have a substantial role in the film. And considering that Mjolnir has changed hands in the past, there's always a possibility that he'll eventually reassume his godly duties and be reunited with his hammer, especially since he has such a deep physical and emotional connection to that sacred weapon.
Sounds like you had a pretty special and intimate relationship with this hammer, and that losing it was almost comparable to losing a loved one.
It's a nice way of putting it.
As of now, fans will have to wait until February 11th, 2022 to find out exactly what kind of madness Waititi has cooked up for them with Thor Love and Thunder. Any appearances in the franchise for Hemsworth after this movie remain to be determined. However, it's good to know he's keeping that Heimdall's gate open. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite Marvel movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.